Hi everybody, I'm making butternut squash soup. Now I've had pieces of videos on there before of this, but let me show you what I'm doing because I play with the recipe quite a bit. This is a traditional fall dish for me. Let me turn you around. What I've done here is I've chunked up, and as you can see, these are really big pieces. Two butternut squash. I took out the seeds, scooped out the seeds, and just put them in big chunks in a cast iron Dutch oven. You don't have to use that if you don't want to, or baking dish. In the bottom of the pan, I put some butter and olive oil. I sprinkled it with salt, pepper, pumpkin pie spice, and nutmeg, because I like a little more nutmeg and a little more ginger in mine. And I roasted them for about an hour and 45 minutes because they were in really big chunks. If your butternut squash is in smaller chunks, your roasting time is going to be different. Now, in this pot, I've also added 1 can, and keep in mind this is not sponsored, of 100% pure pumpkin. Now, if you want yours a little sweeter, you can use pumpkin pie spice, but I prefer pure pumpkin. To this, I'm going to add about half of this container of half and half. You can use full creamer, heavy cream, but I've got half and half, so I'm going to start with half of the container and see how that goes. And I do like mine a little sweet, but here's how I do it. I have some unsweetened applesauce that I'm also going to add. Now, I'm leaving the skins on. The skin does have nutritional value, and your soup will not be as smooth if you leave the butternut skin on. But I've also added salt and pepper. I forgot to tell you that when I roasted this. I'm going to blend all this up, and I'll be right back. Now, you're going to see that this is really thick because I like it thick, but it's also chunky. The only reason mine is chunky is I don't have the ability to stand up here and mash and blend and blend and mash and blend until it's perfectly smooth. So it doesn't bother me. Now, pieces like this that didn't get blended down, I'm going to put them in a separate container and use them as a side dish for one of my dinners. And then this is going to get divided up into about 2 cup servings and frozen instead of canned soup. I did use half a can of the creamer. I used about half a cup of applesauce and 1 can of pureed pumpkin. Salt, pepper, nutmeg, ginger, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, your soup may not be this color because I do have the peels in, and I purposely have a few pieces I'm going to dig out of here first for a side dish. And the ones that I'm going to be eating on for the next 3 or 4 days will go in here, and the rest will go in 2 cup servings for the rest of the winter for me, since I'm the only one in the family that likes to eat it. So that's butternut squash soup. Sorry about the mess, everybody. Bye.